Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I'm 8. Today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is Richard Was a Picker. Richard was a picker. He would pick and pick and pick. His neighbor called him Booger Boy. His best friend called him Rick. He sticks his finger up his snout and prod and pry and scoops stuff out. He stretched the gooey, slimy strings into loops and swingly things. From the crumbles gall and ooze, he scoops castle, farms, and zoos. Jelly Jello and Gookie White made robot train and satellite. Gloppy Brown and Slabbery Greens built airport towns and submarines. Then one day, as he dug about, Richard's finger would not come out. He pulled, he tuggled, he grasped and gripped, but up, his finger slipped. One knuckle, two knuckles, then all three. "Oh no," said Richard. "How can it be?" He tried a yank, a jerk, a twist, and went his hand up to his wrist. "Here!" he honked in puzzle. Snort! Richard's nose sucked up his arm. Richard froze. He dared not to blink, or gasp, or twitch, or even think. Around him fell the strangest whoosh, then rumble, grumble, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Shoulder, chest, knees, and toes. The rest of Richard slid up his nose. Richard was in his half-picked snout, which now was completely inside out. He looked like a booger, a big, gloopy blob, an ooey, gluey, gobbly, goobery glob. "Help! Help! Help!" Richard's holler was so muffled, so wee, they couldn't be heard by even a flea. He wrinkled his finger and squiggled his toe, but still he stayed stuck inside his nose. He wormed, he squirmed, he snapped and bumped, he kicked, he flicked, he flapped and pumped. Then with a shudder and a shake, Richard's inside-out snout began to quake. It wobbled and bobbled, tottered and rocked. "Two eggs! Two eggs! Two eggs!" Richard squawked. He zigged and zagged toward the door. His gooky nose gathered stuff from the door. A book, a puzzle, the rug, the shoe, a ball, some shorts, and a sock or two. He rumbled, he tumbled down the hall. Pictures fell from the hooks on the wall. As he lurched from his house into the street, he bowed his mother right off her feet. He picked up 6 cats, 5 crows, 1 mouse, and a specting dog sleeping in his house. A wagon, a frog, 2 babies in a pool, and old Mrs. Rappertaffy's knitting on her stool. Neighbors! Yelled Neighbor Run. Richard kept on rolling. He had a plan. He rolled past the banks and Maurice meets by Flora's flower and Stella's tree. Behind him chased the entire town. Catch it! They cried. Hunt that thing down! They waved cans and sticks and big wooden spoon, chains and picks and nasty harpoons. But Richard kept rolling. He was headed for Ed. If he didn't make it, he'd be shredded to shreds. Get those babies! Stop that blood! The crowd chasing Richard was mad. Was a mad Bob. 4 blocks, 3 blocks, just 2 blocks to go. But Richard now was beginning to slow. His nose was too loaded, too lumped and clumped. Seeing the chance, the 6 cats jumped, 5 crows flew, 1 mouse leaped, while the dog in his house leapt and slept. With 1 block left, Richard slow to crawl. He was barely moving at all. Then came the jab of big wooden spoon and the quick sharp prick of a rusty harpoon. Richard bumped to a stone dead stop directly in front of Ed's spice shop. Get it, bash it, mash it, cried the horde. Knit it, thrash it, smash it, they roared. Stop it, stammered Richard. Stop, please. He crossed his finger and waited for a achoo! It could have been the parsley, the pepper, the thyme, the nutmeg, the mustard, the ginger or the lime. It could have been the cumin, the coriander, the salt. The only thing that mattered was the end result. The babies, the wagon, the sock, the frog, the pictures, the puzzle, the rug, the dog, the book, the ball, the shorts, the shoe, old Mrs. Rappertaffy, and Richard too. Everything was flipping and flying round and round, but all lands did safely on a soft, spicy mound. The baby went puff, the dog went plop. Old Mrs. Rappertaffy went flip, flap, flop. The crowd stood unstunned. They were plastered in snot. But Booger Boy, they spluttered, that's you, is it not? Richard rubbed his nose. It was very, very sore. Booger Boy, he said, no, that's not me, not anymore. The end. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.